It's the early way, yeah. It's the early way, yeah, yeah. It's the early way, yeah. It's the early way, yeah, yeah. It's the early way, it's the early way, yeah, 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 yeah. It's the early. What's up? I'm Early Earl. Thank y'all for hitting these YouTube streets and coming on down here to the early way. I'm coming at y'all with another review, and this is for Zodiac House, Season 3, Episode 9, Superstitious, Part 2, only on Nowthatstv. So y'all, the show opened up with Pootie choosing Vern to go into the showdown using his showdown card. Jamar then steps up and saves Vern using his showdown card, which made Pootie mad. Nina then announced that they tallied up the votes, and we learned that Pound Cake and Pootie had the most votes against them, which put them up for eliminations. So, they're in the showdown along with Becca and Ari. Then we shoot over to Pootie. His face all balled up. He mad. He upset Jamar used his showdown card against him, so he attacks Jamar. He jumps right on him, and they get to fighting. Vern couldn't wait for her moment to put hands on Pootie. She jumped right in the fight and started hitting on Pootie. Pop, 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 pop. They all fall to the ground and get rolling around, tussling in the dirt. Security rushes over and breaks them up. Jamar gets up off the ground and lets everybody know, including production, he's not fighting. I'm not fighting. That's what he said to them. I ain't fighting. That's not what he came to do. He came to win some money, not throw hands. I said, okay, that's what's up. Pootie gets himself free from security. He starts running around and tries to get to Jamar and Vern again, but security stopped him. And while they're taking him away, he yells over his shoulder to Vern that he hopes Vern DIE. And then he's talking about he hope her son DIE too with his gay ass, with her gay ass son. And I'm like, Pootie, really? Ain't you gay, Pootie? So why you using that as a diss against somebody else? You done heard that shit 100 times thrown at you, so now you using it? Make that make sense. Grow up, Pootie. Like, where did that shit come from? And first and foremost, why are you wishing death on somebody? You could have said plenty of other things. Get Pootie ass off the show. He been doing too much since he got on the show, and it's time for him to go. That's my opinion. Then we see Pootie. He throwing a tantrum like always. He back in the house. He crying, saying that he's so mad he don't know what to do. Don't nobody ever play with him like that. He upset that he was jumped on. More so upset that Vern got a couple hits off on him. And I'm like, that's what's up. Vern should have popped your ass. You was doing a lot of talking. A lot of talking. Too much for me. After all that, they managed to get things back rolling. We get back to the showdown eliminations. We see that 4 people are in the showdown, which is Pootie, Becca, Ari, and Pound Cake. And they let us know that, 3 of them will be leaving tonight. And I'm like, so long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now. Until we meet again. It's been great to sing and play together out of the box. And now it's time to say goodbye. So long, farewell to you, my friend. Get the fuck up. So yeah, they let us know 3 of them would be leaving tonight. So y'all, before the challenge began, due to her having an injury on her toe, they let us know Pound Cake won't be competing, and unfortunately making her one of the 3 that would be going home. And I'm like, damn, just like that? Jesus. Then we get to the challenge, and they call this the Power Ball Challenge, and they place a ball in the middle of 2 players, which each person on the opposite side, and they got a trash can next to them. And the first person to drop their ball 3 times in their opponent bucket wins. So that was the rule of the Powerball Challenge. Ari and Becca goes first. The shit is unorganized. This was like, there was no structure. The rules wasn't properly set. It wasn't followed through. Ari ends up walking away in the middle of going against Becca, making Becca the winner by default. So Becca won against Ari because Ari just quit and walked away. Next up, Becca went against Pootie, and they didn't even let Becca catch her breath before she went back into the showdown. Bobo sees that she is out of breath, so he decided to step in her place and go against Pootie. He said he wrongfully chose her to go into the showdown, and he didn't try to put her up for eliminations. She's in that spot because of him, so for that, he chose to take her place. And I'm like, that's cool and all. That's what's up, but that's not how the rule of the game go. You just can't hop up and take her place. It seemed like they were just making shit up along the way, making rules as they went on. Bobo takes Becca's place and wins against Pootie, so Pootie and Ari goes home along with Pound Cake. So y'all, after Pootie and Jamar fought, Jamar had changed clothes before coming back out. And I thought he changed clothes because they was rolling around in the dirt. But y'all, that wasn't it. They say Pootie made Jamar shit on herself. Y'all know how Rose whooped on Tennessee over on the Mint. And Tennessee had shit on herself. They said that's what Jamar did. Jamar had shitted on herself. Pootie beat the shit out of that man. And Jamar never been in a fight. And I guess, his fight with Pootie scared him. So, but they didn't get that on camera. We just heard somebody talk about it. It wasn't on camera though. The next day, everyone comes out there for the next individual challenge. And each person has 45 seconds to grab a ball and throw it at a bullseye. And they got like a big bullseye in the middle of the yard with numbers circling around it. And, each ball hits a number and whoever has the highest number wins and is the Zodiac Killer. And the Zodiac Killer has the ability to save someone from being eliminated. So one by one, each person got up and took their turn. And, the game looked fun. It seemed like everybody was enjoying doing it. The challenges that they be having on Zodiac House be good. It seems like they run more smoothly than the Showdown Challenge. I think the Showdown Challenges need a little more work put into them, more thought. It's just like they just throw the Showdown Challenge together and tell them to, go at it. So after each person went, Nina tallied up the scores. Everybody went back inside the house. Coco decided to go in the confessional room to talk shit like she been doing. Y'all know Coco. She all extra. She do the most. She always on 10. That's Coco. So she in the confessional saying how, can't nobody in the house fuck with her. They want her out the house, but she ain't going nowhere. Big A-Reed shit. Big A-Reed shit. And the fire signs running the house. She just popping big shit in a confessional. She say that she winning. She ain't going home, and she going home with the 10,000. Just just on 10. I'm like, calm down. She doing all that talking, not knowing that Vern is outside the door listening. Vern eavesdropping right outside the door, hearing Coco talking shit. She ain't talking shit in particular about nobody, but she's talking shit about the people in the house. Once Coco came out the room, she coming out the confessional room, Vern jumped on her ass and started beating her up real quick. Bop, bop, bop. Vern jumped on Coco, knocked her in the face a couple of times, and I'm like, damn, Coco, did you at least pinch the bitch? Like, did you even get your lick in? Vern whooped that ass real quick, and I'm like, God damn, Coco. Security comes to break it up, and Coco was like, why y'all let that girl jump on me? Y'all just gonna let her sneak me? And as much as I like Coco, I'm like, why you ain't on alert? Especially with Vern. Vern been at your ass since you been beefing with our kids. And I know you heard Vern with her sly comments since she been in the house. She been coming at you. You got to be more careful. And now, Vern, I'm finna get on your ass too. You was wrong for jumping on that girl knowing that her ankle is fucked up. You could have just waited. You been itching for a problem with Coco for the longest, and I guess you just had to get that up out your system, so you just had to jump on a girl when she wasn't even really talking about you. She wasn't even talking about you. So, Coco say she ain't going no. After the fight, security breaks it up. Coco say she ain't going nowhere. she taking that money home. Just wait until her ankle heals and she gonna run it again with Vern, because Vern ain't do shit to her. This what she said. Vern was hitting all in her shit, but Vern ain't do shit to her. Y'all, that was the end of the episode. You know, the episode wasn't about much, but it gave me something to talk about. And you know, that's all I came down here to say. I thank y'all for tuning in to the early way. And if you haven't, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm gonna catch y'all next time. Peace.